I just want to make a point about a message on social media that you said, as the sun sets on 2023, I'm humbled by the things we've achieved together. I just want to make a serious point about knife crime and gun crime in the capital city, because knife crime is rising at the fastest rate in 5 years. Knife point robbery is rising by more than a third. Where is the achievement? You mentioned achievement. Where is the achievement in that?
Okay, so hello everybody, welcome back to Tousi TV. This was the intro. I don't know if you've seen this interview. This was on New Year's Eve in central London. Sadiq Khan's face is telling you everything. He was expecting it to be a soft interview, just about fireworks, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I was not prepared for this. Now, the question is simple. Knife crime's going up, basic and negative stuff about London is going up. What do you think Sadiq Khan is going to actually say in response? Oh, well. He's going to go full-on chaotic.
Look, one knife crime, one homicide is one too many, but because of our public health approach in London, we've seen since I've been mayor a reduction in those under 25 injured with a knife. We've seen a reduction in the number of homicides, not complacent at all, but the public health approach means investing in enforcement, more police officers at a time of austerity, more community support officers, but also invested in youth workers and youth services as well. And the really good piece of news since 2019, when we set up England's first violence reduction unit, is homicide, knife crime, those below 25, burglaries, robberies down. Not enough, and that's why we need a new government to invest in public services, both in policing, but also youth work as well.
He's trying to do spinning. He's trying to do spinning. Wait for this.
Oh, but knife point robberies are up in London, 36% to nearly 8,000 a year. There's a 5% drop in the West Midlands, 16% drop in Greater Manchester. Why is London doing so badly on knife crime and knife robberies?
Simple.
Well, the reason why the Commissioner and I convened mobile phone operators, manufacturers and platforms, because actually the biggest personal robbery is of mobile phones.
What?
Now, we know 20, 30 years ago, car manufacturers managed to reduce the theft of car stereos, reduce the thefts of the tom-toms from cars by designing away the possibility of doing so. Car stereos
but
Whoa, what is this? Okay, the question was about knife crime. Crime that would involve someone pointing a knife at you. Not just mobile phones. Because his argument is going to be like, well, no, because a lot of the muggings in London is about phones. But they could also take other things. Right now, there's a rise in Chelsea and in Kensington in West London where they're going around at knife point taking people's watches, not just phones. I don't know what he's talking about. I'm talking about phone companies.
I'm sorry to interrupt. It's the use of knives I'm talking about, not mobile phones. It's the use of knives in these attacks that I'm talking about. And the use of knives in such attacks is up more than a third.
Yeah, but sure, but that's because they're trying to steal the mobile phones. So if you can make a second-hand phone useless to a robber or a thief, that means the temptation to do so has gone away. Enforcement's really important. So we're using data now to make sure we have police officers targeting those parts of our city which we know are, inverted commas, hotspots. So a combination of using data to target the hotspots, town centres, transport hubs, but also working with the phone manufacturers and the platforms to make sure there is no resale value of a phone. The good news, in those parts of London where previously there were hotspots and robbery hotspots, by using data from policing, but also working with retailers and others, we've seen a reduction in those parts of London. What we need, though, is not just more police officers, but also working with phone companies to make sure there is no second-hand value of a phone being stolen.
Oh my God, that was a long answer. He's just repeating the same thing. It's not just about phones. Oh, right. The problem is there will be enough people watching it in London who would say, well, that was a reasonable answer. Yes, I think he makes a good point. Yeah, they just want your phones. Let's just vote for Sadiq Khan again. That's what they're going to say. This is why we continue to be in this mess with the political class, with the political leaders that the country continue to elect.